Hello, everyone, and welcome to NeoEnglish, your daily podcast for learning English with real news stories.
Hi, and thanks for joining us. Today's topic is about an NFL player, a football player, named KaVontae Turpin.
Yes, we'll talk about what happened, explain the news, and help you learn new words and phrases. Let's begin.
First, the news is that KaVontae Turpin, who plays for the Dallas Cowboys football team, was arrested.
The word arrested means that the police stopped KaVontae Turpin and took him with them, usually because he may have broken a law.
For example, if someone steals something, they might be arrested. Or if someone is driving very fast and dangerously, they can also be arrested.
Here, KaVontae Turpin was arrested on 2 misdemeanor charges.
A misdemeanor is a word for a less serious crime. It means what he did was not the most serious type of crime, but it is still against the law.
For example, a misdemeanor might be having a small amount of illegal drugs or getting into a small fight. It's not as serious as a felony. That word means a major crime, like robbery or a big theft.
In Turpin's case, the police say he was arrested for marijuana and gun charges.
Let's look at those words. Marijuana is a plant that people sometimes smoke for a drug effect. In some states, it's illegal, so this can break the law.
Gun charges means the police said he broke laws about having a gun. Maybe he wasn't allowed to have one, or didn't follow the rules about carrying guns.
So, to summarize, Turpin was arrested for having marijuana and for breaking the rules about having a gun. Both are misdemeanors.
The news says this happened around the 4th of July, which is a holiday for Americans. Sometimes big events, like holidays, can lead to trouble.
Cowboys coach Brian Schottenheimer got a call from the police about Turpin's arrest. The article says coaches dread that phone call.
The word dread means to be very worried about something that might happen. For example, I dread taking a difficult test. Or, many people dread going to the dentist.
If you dread something, you don't want it to happen. You feel nervous or scared.
Let's explain slow time. In the article, it says during the slow time, NFL coaches dread that phone call.
Slow time means a time when not much is happening. For NFL coaches, there might not be games or practice. So, when they get a call, it's often bad news.
Like for example, at work if you have a slow time, you are not busy. Or in a store, the slow time is when there are few customers.
So what does this story really mean? An NFL player got into trouble with the law, and his coach is worried. The team and fans are probably worried too.
But this story also helps us learn how to talk about crime in English, and how news is reported in America.
Now, let's review today's important words and phrases. Arrested, when the police take someone because they may have broken the law. Misdemeanor, a less serious crime, not as bad as a felony. Marijuana, an illegal drug in some places. Gun charges, breaking the law about having or carrying a gun. Dread, to feel worried or scared about something that might happen. Slow time, a time when not much is happening.
Here's how you use these words. He was arrested for speeding. Parking in the wrong place is a misdemeanor. Some states allow marijuana, but others do not. She was arrested on gun charges. I dread doing my homework. It's slow time at the restaurant, so there are fewer workers today.
Let's put the story together using these words and phrases. During a slow time in football, Cowboys player KaVontae Turpin was arrested for having marijuana and gun charges, which are misdemeanors. His coach dreaded getting the phone call because arrests are always bad news for teams.
Let's try another way, in even simpler words. Cowboys football player Turpin was taken by police for having marijuana, and because of gun rules. These are less serious crimes, but it is still a problem for his team, and the coach was worried to hear this.
And that's our news for today.
If you don't want to miss our daily news and English practice, make sure to subscribe to NeoEnglish.
See you next time for more English and more news stories. Goodbye.
Goodbye everyone.